Look at this guy. We found Jimmy. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the vlog, and today we have a lovely treat for us from Kawasaki. This KLX 300SM. This bike is equipped with some street tires. It is an enduro supermoto bike. We've got very limited things on this. Very basic bike, nothing much to talk about here. Nice little single disc brake up front, twin puck caliper, and that's it. No ABS, nothing else, no traction control. Basic instrument cluster, nothing too much to report. Very fun bike. I'm riding it for a couple days now. I figured I'd give my kind of overall review on it, not just really a first ride, but we'll dive into a couple little trinkets and aspects of it. So yeah, let's go on a ride. We're doing some street riding with it, and should be some fun. Let's start her up here. This bike's a 292 cylinder, single cylinder, producing unknown horsepower and unknown torques. And we see you got the dashboard there, some incandescent light bulbs to let you know what's going on, all the basic stuff. Nothing fancy, but that just might be its parting piece. And you can almost hold the bike with your pinky finger or your thumb, whichever is bigger. Not sure of that. Okay, let's go for a little ride. So this bike's a 2021 from Kawasaki. It hasn't been made for some time. They took a bit of a hiatus from the, you could say, supermoto enduro style bikes, but they recently come back out with them. So this is one of two models. This is the supermoto, so you get 17-inch street slick tires, and the other model, the non-SM, comes with the knobbies, the knobbers. Haven't tried that one yet, but I feel like it could be doing a lot more, being a more versatile machine. This one obviously is limited to the tarmac. If you dare to take it off-road, that is your prerogative. I wouldn't exactly suggest it though. We do have nice high suspension, very dirt bike-esque this machine is. You sit high up, you've got a couch where you could slide about. I kind of found a nice like medium ground space, and it does have passenger pegs. I'm not sure how well that would go, but you can definitely tell they were thinking of it, because the suspension feels a lot more harsh in the rear than it does in the front. Front's like see that? Very plush, and the back's just stiffened up. However, the passenger pegs are maybe an afterthought, as they don't sit very flush on the machine. They're kind of, hold on, let me get my hands off here. One's here, and then one's kind of up here. Kind of an odd spot, but maybe that's just the way they could fit them on and kind of cater to more people if they were thinking about pairing a passenger or not. Oh, this looks interesting. Oh, we're parallel parking for the first time, people. Can we do it? One shot in the Mercedes. Oh. I'm just gonna slowly wait and watch him and make him uncomfortable. Oh god, the curb, he's getting the curb rash on. Lots of curb rash on that. Poor Mercedes Classic just went down. Back to this thing. Upright position. We've got high beam, turn signals, horn. We also have an on-off switch and kill switch. And that's it. We do have a dash though. As reported before, incandescent light bulbs to let you know what's going on. No fuel gauge. We do have an RPM gauge, a speedo, your odometer, and a clock. You can reset the clock, you can reset the odometer. I think it's trip A and trip B. And that's just the meat and potatoes. Nice part about this, it is a fun bike to ride. Last few days I've been doing a couple long trips, a couple short trips, and I've gathered enough to critically say that I believe this bike belongs in the street, the city streets. The slender frame, the nice peppy engine, and the overall balance of this machine just goes kind of hand in hand for what you would be doing in the city. you know, you're, you know, congested traffic, you need to be up high, which this bike is. The seat height does sit a little high. I think it's around 32 inches. But nice part about that, even if you're a shorter rider, if you've got some weight behind you, the suspension does sag enough where you're going to be, you know, is this lady walking? She's not even looking at me. Oh God. I'm just going to go. Oh, sorry. Not sorry. So, yes, suspension does sag enough where, you know, you're not going to be feather toeing it, tiptoeing it at a stop and trying to hold your life in one's hands or one-legged hands. I'm 5'10". I've got about a 30-inch, 29 to 30-inch inseam, and I do okay. This bike, I'm about 150 pounds, which is not a lot. I'm a bit of a lightweight, but does the job. No complaints on that end. I can almost flat foot it if I kind of maneuver my lower extremities up to the very front and I really go, you know, kind of dirt bike like maneuverability. The feet go down pretty swell. It is funny, the character that comes out of this machine. It's there's not a lot of horsepower. You're not going to be winning very many races, but as I said, city riding, tight turns. This is not really a tight turn. Tight turns you're going to have the most fun with, and it's so light and agile. It only weighs 300 pounds, so the flickery of this thing, there, we'll see if we can, it's just fantastic. You can go knee out, you can go foot down, whatever your preference is, and that's what makes this bike, you know, fun to ride and fun to do things with, and be like an everyday commuter type thing. Definitely wouldn't suggest a long haul commute for this. I drove a couple hours the other day and my behind was not a very happy spot to be in. Cramping up, it is a bit harsh on the seat. I can't imagine what the passenger would be feeling like because it goes even thinner on the way up. But again, for those short hauls, it's not a bad thing to be on overall. No complaints over that. So the mirrors are good, honestly. I can see a whole lot. They don't flutter about either when we're riding. Even obviously because this bike doesn't go very fast. It does have a secret weapon though. As I mentioned, I went on some long hauls the other day, and I will get to that in a bit. Yes, higher speeds, mirrors do not flutter about. They stay put. They are out enough where they're going past, at least this one is past my elbow. This one's kind of getting a lot more of my, maybe I'm just like an odd shaped person. But yeah, I got to duck out a little bit, but yeah, view is good from behind. See many things. Yeah, and it's got this little front fairing piece. Doesn't really do much wind protection, but you know, you're not really doing long hauls on this thing. Short commutes only, and you get a nice view in front of you, and it obviously cleans it up a lot too. That's what I think I'd have it mostly just for that, with all the wires and crap behind. Oh, look, it lights up. It's blue. I've never seen that before. What a cool thing. I don't know if that's just the overall aesthetic or it like changes color in the dark. Very cool. That was fast too. I mean, like some TFT screens don't even change that fast. This was instant. Maybe it's got one of those like lenses on it that's like, you know, the hot and cold right away thing. I don't know. Throttle and gearbox are really easy to manage. I guess I wasn't expecting like something difficult by any means, but I am pleasantly surprised how, you know, smooth and nice everything kind of fits in together. Oh, we got a bump. And believe me, I'm not a wheelie guy whatsoever, and I've tried to wheelie this thing many times and it just does not want to wheelie. Look at that neutral. Here's what I'm talking about, high seat height, so I can put my feet just on the balls just about. If you're a shorter rider, you can always just hang off to the side, get your thigh up on here and flat foot, and we got tons of control. The bike is so light, you're not going to be tipping it over or having issues with it at all. And taking off is just smooth. But again, being that one cylinder, it is a whiny bike. If you want to get up going, get going, you know, launch control. I gotta make this, you know, gap in the road or something. You really gotta reef its neck a little bit. Get the revs up, quick shifting, quick like fast shifting. Doesn't have a quick shifter. Does not quick shifter, no. For basic meat and potatoes, remember people, this is a meat potato bike all day long. Let's see here. Oh, and we got a couple pops and bangs from the stock 1 centimeter pinky finger exhaust, which kind of makes you smile at the end of the day. It's a little nice thing to have. It's so, you know, dainty. Oh, there it is again. I don't know, you probably can't hear that, but you sure can if you ride this thing, which is ever more reason for you to hop on, should test one out. And I'll just jump to the price now and do a little comparable while we're kind of mixing away in traffic here. So this bike starts at around $6,700. I don't think there's any options to accessorize this really. There might be something you can buy, but not a whole lot, to be honest with you. So $6,700, taxes in. If you're comparing it to other street bikes, you're not off-roading, you're not enduring or anything, full-on street bikes, it does seem a bit much in my mind, just because for, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 more, you can get a lot more. You can get rider modes, a nice little TFT display dash, you can get a bit more comfortable riding stance, seat, and position. Passenger people will fit on a little bit better as well. However, if you're comparing it to an actual dirt bike that maybe you want a blue plate, do a little half street, half dirt, get a couple second street tires, it's not that bad. Yet it's not going to be as fast or torquey as those, but it's going to be pretty comparable. Ooh, another Kawasaki. Going to be a bit comparable because dirt bikes, KTMs, Kawasaki's, all that goodness, they're up there. I mean, you do get a lot more, you know, you could say refinery being a dirt bike, but if you're just looking for some meat and potatoes, maybe a sprinkle of gravy, it's early in the morning and I'm already getting hungry if you can't tell, then this would be a great bike to have. Budget friendly, it's right there at $6,700. And heck yeah, you want to have some off-road days, buy a second set of tires, buy some knobbers, some knobbies, throw them on and you're good to go. And, you know, overall I think it's a good choice. Just depends kind of what you want to do with it and what your goals and ambitions are. Oh, next one I forgot to mention was the fueling. It's got a 2-gallon fuel tank, but it surprised me because I picked this bike up from Kawasaki, which is a good hour on a good day away, and then I rode it another hour or so and the fuel light still didn't come on. It seems to manage it really well, like, and surprisingly when I filled up, I put $6 in. That's, mind you, 6 Canadian dollars, which is not a lot. That's a chicken and a pint of milk. Not a lot of money, and that's premium gas. $6, filled it right up. She's good to go again. So if you're doing some short commuting, not going to be a bad bike to have. So if you see we're entering a long ramp and you're like, Scott, what are we doing? It's a 300, unknown horsepower, unknown torque. What in the jeez-bis is happening to you? Well, this is the parting piece I was talking about earlier, is the highway. Yes, this bike can do highway speeds, and not just a minimum highway speed. It can get up there with the rest of them. Here we go. Oh, it's final gear, my bad. 85. Come on! 110, 15, 25. It's getting a little wobbly. Now we're going to change lanes. 100 kilometers an hour, 6,500 RPM with a 10.5 rev limiter. Again, I wouldn't want to ride this thing on the highway for a very long time, but if you need to, or if you have a spurt of highway section on your way to work or to the track, a dirt track trail that you're exploring that day, this bike can do that. Not a problem at all. slight vibration, but the extra thick pads on your pedals down here do submerge some of that vibration, so it's not that bad. Very comfy. Oh, we're slowed down a little bit because I'm not paying attention. And wind blast isn't that bad. Being a naked bike, you're going to get a lot. You're sitting very upright position, but the curvature of the styling does boost some air past your knees if you keep them tucked in, which is not that bad. Okay, let's see if we can get up to... We're going uphill, mind you. Last time I went uphill, it was not happy, and you can kind of tell from here it is not going that fast. 8,000, 125, 128. More traffic. Okay. But you can kind of get my drift of it's hard to pass people on the highway. Yes, you can keep up with most traffic adequately, which is really all you need. Not going to be cruising on the highway a lot, so it's going to get the job done very nicely. No complaints at all. And being the pinky finger size exhaust, it's not going to be a lot of noisy or rappy or drony, if you will. You know, those bikes that drive your ears nuts. And because everything's so light, the suspension's very plush up front and the bars are up high and everything's kind of towards the back. And again, 300-pound bike, I cannot do that with my Triumph or any other bike I've really tried on the road. It is just planted at that because she's so just divey, you know. My God. I hate to think if that actually came about and, you know, went into a tank stopper, I don't think I get it back. I mean, that's really easy to do. Look at that. Just shake. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, man. Another good thing, the heat is non-existent on this. I can keep my legs in, I can keep my legs out. It's got such a tiny spout for a poop chute muffler and exhaust. Heat's not existent. One cylinder, really, how hot is it going to be? How hot is it going to get? Liquid cooled as well, you don't have to worry about it overheating spontaneously versus an air cooled bike. So reliability is going to be top notch. Top notch, people. No complaints whatsoever. So we're just going to pull over in a second here and I can give some of the styling features and details of this lovely little machine. But this thing looks pretty good, I am not going to lie. I like what they've done with the wheels and the blacked out pieces and the green flashes. Not too bad at all. And being a silver, I don't even mind the silver engine too. Okay, I'm gonna lift my visor up so I don't suffocate. It's a very hot one today, let me tell you that, folks. Okay, let's start at the back. People like booty. That might not be a booty you want to look at, but nonetheless, we've got a little key there for your things to maybe lift up. No, that's for the seat, I believe. I'm just kidding. I do get a nice little pack where you could put many things in. I just got to find the zipper because it is hidden underneath this extra piece layer. Yes, there it is. Okay, so we just branch this up like so. It's a nice little feature to have. I'm not sure how it would do with the passenger on the back. It'd kind of be in the awkward. You can put your ownership, got a little tool bag back there, all the fixes for what you need on the road, side of the road. Hopefully not, you don't end up in that space, but you do have it just in case, along with a couple other things. Got your nice reservoir tank back there, nice slick dual purpose rain road 17-inch tire. Got a nice big guard down there. Move around here, again, peaky exhaust, doesn't get hot at all. It's a nice fairing piece right there. This needs to, oh my God, this needs to just go away, I'm telling you. Almost. Oh yeah, here are the passenger pegs. They are nice, sleek design, but God, they come down like that. So I'll put two of them out and we'll see if you can tell the difference when I was talking about before, how they're kind of offset. I don't know if you can see that. Is it wide enough? So one is here and then one is up here. I don't know. Maybe it, like, I'm not sure what it would interrupt with on that side versus this side, but oh well. I love the color of this, honestly. Big fan. All the black accents. Seat, we got a hint of green up front. Nice black forks as well. Spoke wheels are a must. I like how they done with the black wheel as well. Really looks good and proper. And we've got liquid cooled here. Nice fins. They're very like engineered, sifting the air through for maximum efficiency. And again, nice headlight, turn signals, kind of all the basic stuff obviously. And again, the brake at the front, that is an excellent brake. It works very well. Anyway, everyone, I'm gonna cut the video at this. We're gonna ride home, and sadly we're gonna have to give the bike back to Kawasaki. I'd like to give a big shout out and thank you to them for loaning me a couple bikes, letting me know my thoughts. I'm really happy I got to ride this one, kind of the last one, to close off the segment. Hope you enjoyed this video of the 2021 Kawasaki KLX 300SM. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of these kind of videos. We're picking away, taking a quick ride, and yeah, just having a little fun and not too much detail, more on the fun side. Like and subscribe, Scotty RFD, and we'll check you on later. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers. Local firefighter, cat savior. It's gonna be my chaperone today.